Hi, and welcome to the Backyard Road Trips podcast.
I'm Jim.
I'm Zach.
We got a special guest. We got the good Reverend,
Finally.
Adam Coletti.
Finally.
Hello, everyone.
We've been waiting like 4 years for this.
I know.
For this date. I know.
I'm very excited when Zach told me that you were coming on, Adam, because you have the best stories.
Right. We're doing a twofer today. So we're doing twofer, double header, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Reverend is taking a sip too.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
This guy hit my double
Danny's
header.
still under the table. Come on, man.
Danny, come on. So
He's doing a thing that
you want to take them bowling?
boys tend to do to each other when we're having a good time, I guess.
We're safe now.
Are we?
Oh, can't wait till he does that with Ian tomorrow.
Oh, jeez, yeah, right.
So,
all right, we're here with the good Reverend, Fast Adam.
Hello,
Coletti.
everyone. Pleasure to be here.
So we're doing a double header here, twofer. That we're gonna. So Adam is part of a prestigious group that will tell you more about the Moonies, I think they're called, or the Branch Davidians.
Yes.
They're in Waco. It's an offshoot,
I hail from
offshoot of it.
Texas.
So other than that, so we'll talk about some not pedestrian, but plainclothes Fast Adam stories.
Yeah,
and then we'll talk
we'll
about
start with the man, the myth, the legend.
Right.
So the original Fast Adam, and then to the Barbarossa.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah, that's a good way to
yes.
put it, to the
Okay.
Barbarossa.
So we'll do
Okay.
Fast
Yeah.
Adam and Barbarossa.
Yeah, right.
Well, let's start. Why are you called Fast Adam?
So back in high school, let's say our second year, we were in gym class, right? And there's a lot of students in gym. I was pretty much the only Adam except for one.
Oh.
And the other Adam is special needs. So in gym class, the other Adam would misbehave, and the gym teacher would scream, "Adam, stop!" And I would always turn around and say, "What?" Thinking she meant me, but she actually meant the other Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So for I'd say that whole year, I was actually called Slow Adam. And then it's true story. As time went on, I got very friendly with the ladies, and I was nicknamed, which is still my nickname today, Fast Adam. That's how I
Here we go.
got my nickname.
Back we go from special needs volleyball.
Did you know?
I'm an open book, so I will I'll answer all questions honestly.
Okay.
Mortified.
You also are the good Reverend. Let's
Yep.
change pace a little here.
That's right.
Well, that's almost just as bad.
Let's hear about
Yeah.
it.
He's got a collar on right now.
This was, oh Lord, probably, how old are we now? We're just about 40. So this is probably 15 years ago. I was with Uncle Mark and Matt Carchidi.
Mhm.
We were down at the Redskins game.
Oh, I think I know where this Redskins stories go to.
Yeah, great game.
Yeah.
After the game, we went into Baltimore to some gentlemen's clubs. And we were in this one.
I'm walking through the good
I know, Linda's walking through as I tell my horrible story. Anyhow, so we were in this gentleman's club. It was a pretty rough club. I would say
Sandpaper walls.
it was yeah. You really felt uncomfortable here.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But you didn't leave.
No, I couldn't because I
Okay.
couldn't get Uncle Mark and Matt out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I was stuck there, and I was actually kind of looking at the ground. I know it sounds far fetched, but it's true. So this dancer comes over and asks me if I would like to have a dance. I said, no, thank you. Trying to be polite. And she asked, well, why not? And instantly had to come up with some excuse not to get killed. And I said, well, actually, I'm a reverend, and I'm here with my two friends after the football game. Just keep an eye on them, and I don't want to be at the hotel alone. So I can't do that. And she said, oh, I understand. Thanks for being honest. Yeah. About 20 minutes later, a young lady approaches me and asks if she can talk to me for a moment because she's having some serious life problems.
Wow.
I said, sure. She goes, well, I heard that you are a reverend, and I really need to talk to someone right now. So what do you do in that situation? You can't say no.
Right.
You got to play this role. Anyhow, she had this horrible story. Had several young children, homeless, living in an elevator at night with the kids.
Whoa.
In a
Must be
parking
hard.
garage. Yeah. And we actually spoke for about an hour, and it was kind of a nice feeling where if someone needs your help, you spoke to them and you kind of helped them, gave them advice. So from that moment on, I decide I'm going to become a real reverend.
And you are now.
And I am now.
I didn't realize
I
that
didn't know
was
the story behind
Yeah.
I didn't know the story behind
ordination.
it.
I try not to tell too many people that, but now I guess thousands of people are going to hear it.
How are you, Reverend?
I'm a bishop in the
The French Davidians?
the Church of Judaism by the Big Lebowski. But
Classic.
Where did you get your ordination from?
From Universal Ministries out of Chicago.
Universal Ministries.
Yeah, I have my certificate.
That can't be more generic name.
Right.
Yeah, non-denominational. I mean, or whatever it's called.
I remember when you got your papers.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was why.
Yeah.
Wow, geez, I'm learning all these stories. I've known him since he was an embryo. And
when's the last time you did a wedding?
Oh, the last time I did a wedding was probably it was October 2021, and I have 3 weddings this summer and fall to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim, when's the last time you did a wedding?
About 6 hours ago. But how many have you done so far?
Probably over 30.
Wow.
Over 30.
Actually, I almost had a gig for you next week.
Oh.
There's a woman from work who is getting married at the old Saybrook Point Inn there.
No kidding.
And her justice of the peace, very small wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he was not in great health.
Oh.
It's a general thing. So I said, hey, if you need it. So I gave her your number.
I'm available 24/7.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
and I don't charge for friends or family.
she said, no, he's good. He's gonna make it.
Oh, he's gonna. All right, so he's not gonna die.
He's gonna make it. Yeah. So
He doesn't need my services.
I was like, yeah. And then
I've done funerals.
I said, do you want him in the? Wow, really?
Yeah, I've done. Yeah, it's hard. That's very difficult.
I'm sure.
This I mean, when you do a home style, we'll call it kind of wedding, you just go off and do your own thing, and everyone enjoys it.
You get a home style buffet after that,
Right?
Too.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Or
but a funeral is very it's serious,
right?
And
unless it's Irish.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. When's the last time you did a funeral?
Last fall. It was a military funeral.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was it's hard.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. It's very sad.
Yeah.
They had the gun salute and everything, and the way this young man died was sad. He was he was in Iraq and had PTSD, came home, taking the painkillers. Well, doctors cut you off of that, so you go into more serious drugs, and so he passed. So
it took a morbid turn for what I thought we were getting from you.
Oh yeah,
it's my fault for asking, I suppose. But
that's great.
You gotta have some. I'm sorry, Zach.
No, I'm triggered a question for me. Yeah. I don't remember right now. Keep going.
I was gonna ask if you must have, after 30 weddings, some pretty great wedding stories. Some great.
I do. I think one of the first ones I did. It was quite a fancy wedding down in Essex, Clinton area. I don't remember the exact town. It was probably a good $50,000 wedding.
Wow.
Everyone's dressed to the T.
Just wearing t-shirts? It doesn't sound very
almost at the end. Yes. It was I know the bride's parents, her family. She was probably about 25 years old. Beautiful girl, all beautiful friends. And the reception started. It was open bar. I walk up to the bartender and ask for a drink. And the young ladies thought it was hilarious. Look at this, the Reverend here is drinking. So they decided to play a game. Who can get the Reverend drunk first?
What a beautiful game.
It was a great game. Yeah. It was a good night. I went to my room because there was a hotel on the property.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of us in the elevator.
Not sleeping, though.
No, not yet. So
too soon, sorry.
At the very end, it was just me and this young lady. And the elevator door opened for my floor, and she kind of insinuated something. And I said, no, I can't do that. I have to go to bed. Have a good night. Yeah. And I'm married, too.
Yeah,
so
married.
So that counts. Yeah. So that was interesting. That was my first wow kind of moment as being a good Reverend.
They say they like a man in uniform, right? That's
yes, especially a man. I was wearing my collar,
really?
Of course, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, you should see the benefits of that.
So, you got to better parking, right?
Yeah, I have my own pass.
Clergy. Yeah.
I think the best one ever was 2021 October. It was in Iowa, in Bettendorf, at the Bettendorf Isle Casino. Very good friend of mine getting married. We actually got pretty intoxicated before the service even started. I don't remember much of the service, even though I performed it for them. And the reception, I was actually knocked out, unconscious for a moment. Yeah, I sat down in a chair and I was speared, and I guess my head hit the ground. So,
wow.
Yeah, one of those weddings.
Right. Yeah,
intense
wedding.
It was great. I didn't wear my collar for that one. They preferred me in what the groomsmen were wearing.
Vests.
Jeans. Yeah, a vest. Button down white shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It was great moment.
So going back a little flip-flopping about different roles, didn't you with a certain state representative pretend you were part of the organized crime family?
Yeah, we did. That was I can't remember the date. Where were you?
I think it was the Dewdrop Inn at the what was that used to be called? Rosie's Log and Lantern. No, Rosie's Cafe.
Was it
Rosie's Diner, the one that was over by past Foxwoods.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Bellissimo
or something.
Dewdrop Inn. Yeah. I mean, it was a couple of times this happened, so I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Which
just think that I just remember the story about you him saying that you guys were
I think
you guys were connected.
That also happened. Where was it? Old Saybrook area. We stopped in. There's a hotel there with a 24-hour diner. They used to be, and we sat next to this gentleman at the countertop, and we really scared him enough where he didn't finish his meal and just left. threw money on the counter and left.
Did you eat the rest of his meal?
No, didn't take his money either. So we wanted to bring him to our vehicle to show him the laptops we had that fell off a truck. It was all a joke, of course, but he took it seriously and got afraid and left.
Yeah.
Also, that's how we got preferred seating one time. At some barbecue place in up in Rhode Island by Providence. It was an hour and a half wait, and we said, we're here with a U.S. congressperson, and we're time constraint and this and that, and we got seated quickly. So,
and now that wouldn't be a lie. It wouldn't be U.S. Congress, it would be Connecticut.
Now it would be factual.
Yeah,
it would be factual. Yep. I would do it anymore.
Tried to get him on before, but
he won't.
Used to
bad
skeletons.
Especially the ones that we have. Yeah. Adam, you've had a lot of jobs, a lot of interesting jobs.
My favorite is working at the Odyssey.
Oh yeah,
the
Odyssey, Mohegan Sun.
That was a great place. My 6-year-old daughter, loves to hear stories about the the store. It had gigantic shark tanks in it and fish tanks.
What happened to those when it closed? Well, I to flush down the drain.
I know when the sharks were sick, they went to Boston Aquarium. Actually, that's where they lost one. One died.
Oh,
the large tiger shark. Yeah. I don't know.
You performed a service for it?
No. I had left that job way before it closed.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
And you also, both of you worked for another organized crime cover up, correct?
Yeah.
CFG Boutique?
Yeah, CFG. Yeah.
That
was great.
Is that what you're talking about? The Chinese clothing store?
What did CFG stand for?
I have no idea. Fun group? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Chinese Fine Goods?
Yeah. Actually, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
And Sally Jesse.
Sally Jesse Raphael came in. She was rotten.
Yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah. I saw her. I was there.
Did you?
I swear I saw her.
Yeah.
And then you guys also had like Jennifer Love Hewitt, right? That came in?
I was
there for that. She was silly.
Okay, silly.
Weird.
Yeah.
Beautiful, of course, so it didn't matter. But
silly, weird, and beautiful.
Yep.
It had to have been a front because like
it was
white
guaranteed.
women couldn't fit in it, and the Chinese women couldn't afford it. So
the guy got stabbed. Right?
Yeah,
the guy got stabbed.
Robert? Did he get stabbed?
Yeah, Robert did get stabbed
in New York, right?
In New York, yeah. So what happened was
the triad.
I haven't heard from.
It was actually the Yakuza.
Rob, right? No, that's not. He's probably dead anyway. Yeah. So the owner, Robert.
Robert,
a very nice man.
Yeah.
We could do whatever we wanted to in that store. He didn't care.
You can get a knock at 4 Road and
yeah, absolutely.
She's give his social security number out while you're at it.
Is it really 54?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so. That's why I said that. Yeah.
So anyhow, his mistress came in to see me and asked if I heard from Robert. I said no, I haven't heard from Robert. And she apparently heard that his wife stabbed him.
Who was his wife stabbed him? I knew.
Down in New York, New York City.
Okay.
A few weeks later, Robert showed up and he was well.
He was well. Okay.
He was not dead. Nope,
missing 3 fingers.
He did one time bring a suitcase to the shop.
Oh, I do remember this.
Remember that story?
Yes,
and he told me, Adam, there's $1 million in the suitcase. We're gonna leave it on the desk. Do not touch it until so and so comes in.
Wow.
I forget the name of the guy that came in, and I did not touch it. Yeah, $1 million man. So I didn't touch it. Guy came in. All was good.
Adam, you got a lot of clothes from that store too. I remember
a lot.
We look good in them.
Did they give them for free?
Robert didn't care. We could just take them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, take whatever you want.
Yeah.
It was a front, so
it didn't last long.
It lasted at least a year,
maybe even more. Maybe a couple of years.
The old by the way, this is all casino. Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, Mohegan Sun.
The Almanac store is still kicking though.
Yep,
it is.
Yeah, last time I checked, I went, I check in on that store every once in a while. Make sure it's okay.
The Farmer's Almanac.
Farmer's Almanac. Yeah.
No, it's still there.
Unfortunately,
2nd Street, Spin Street, that's gone.
Spin Street's gone. What was the Discovery Channel store?
That's
Remember the
gone,
body
right?
challenge?
Yes, I do.
You want to talk about the body challenge?
No, I don't.
What's
no.
the body challenge?
No.
Well, this was they were having the like it was a
This is
weight
horrible.
loss thing.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a prank call. And we called up talking about the body challenge and said we did really good because we got in a car accident, lost a leg,
Yeah.
lost like
It was
15
horrible.
pounds overnight. It was great. Playing with like the like those the hands I don't
Yeah,
know like the squishy things.
Yeah.
Just squeeze them until they pop and then put them back
I
in.
never
and
did
laugh.
that. I just relaxed on the massage.
Okay,
chair.
this is one's for you about the Mohegan Sun. Is it true that you defecated in a money and then?
I didn't, but that did happen.
Okay, you didn't
defecate
defecate
where?
Oh, it's
Tim's friends from University of Hartford. Tim's listening.
Yeah. Hi, Tim.
And
Gotta get you on here. Thanks for the tequila gun. I love it.
he does. He just
I've-
showed it to me.
Yeah.
But they had the dollar. And so, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
All
you
right.
can
And
say.
watch-
Remember,
well,
John
yeah,
Yedick on
kids
here
are-
said a lot of words.
Yeah, he did. But I meant because of the kids in the other room.
Oh, he's playing Nora Chopley.
All right.
Yeah.
They pooped in the dollar, folded it up, and then left it down, and then videotaped people
that's
going to
right.
pick it up.
Yeah,
Ooh, free dollar, and then they, but then
Someone did and took it.
someone
Yeah.
eventually just said, "I'm taking this dollar," and they took it.
Right.
So,
Right,
that was
right.
not. Fast Adam never really did any of that.
No,
No,
he
it's
was,
not
he was
into-
above the
We've already talked
Yeah.
about it.
manipulating people as a reverend.
Right,
That's
right,
more
right.
his level.
But then he was
Yeah.
genuine about it, and he got his
Yeah.
reverendship.
I am-
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've talked about in previous episodes about Jim driving into the movie theater
Oh yeah,
and that.
great story of my life.
Don't
So
need to-
after the Odyssey, in that, so it was movie theater, then it was Mohegan Sun for you. The Odyssey,
Yes.
KFG or KFC
Yeah.
or whatever it was,
Hey, CFG.
CFG, and then you decided to take a little trip to Philadelphia. Right?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that it? Or
Yeah.
was there?
Oh,
Did I forget?
yeah.
Did I? Oh, the bus. You're the bus depot, or was that after Philadelphia?
That was after Philadelphia.
Okay, so that's what I
Yeah.
thought. So you were at the stores, Philly, and then bus depot.
Yeah, stores, restaurant in Mohegan Sun.
Oh, the one in the front, right?
Yes.
Became like Bobby Flay's or
Yeah. Yep.
Seasons Buffet.
No, it was a not Trading Cove.
Cove.
Trading Cove used to be next to it.
Okay,
Trading Cove was a sandwich and coffee place.
right. But I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I remember. Yeah, that was small, short lived
Yeah,
for you.
that was short lived. It was fun.
Remember when you got your shorts ripped the whole way to the Mohegan Sun? Your boxers were hanging out.
I believe it. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was.
That time we
late
got pulled
2000.
over by state police.
Oh, there was that too. That was.
Have you talked about that before?
No, we haven't.
that should come
Go
up.
ahead and tell everyone.
should-
Well, that was coming back from Western Connecticut, but that was that same
Yes.
summer that you were looking at Philadelphia.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we almost got arrested.
you had the camera going, right? Didn't they-
Yeah,
like
you
stop-
were mooning.
Wait, the
Oh, was that
the
me?
other
Yeah.
no,
I'm sorry.
it started off only your shirt was off. And the vehicle next to us, there was a pretty girl driving with her
That's
boyfriend
right.
in the passenger
Yeah.
seat.
They were
I-
being like jerks, though.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. They were being
Yeah.
rotten.
Very big
They
jerks.
should have been the one pulled over.
Exactly.
And then they lied about
Giving
us.
middle
Yes.
fingers and
You
everything.
would
yeah.
wave to her nicely, and it was a nice wave. You weren't
That's
being
right.
weird,
I was at first
and
being
she
nice.
flicked you off, and that's
Yes.
what started.
That she got.
And then she was driving.
full-
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then she was behind us, flashing her high beams. I kind of hit the brakes a few times.
Yeah, I heard that's called a brake check. I didn't know
Yeah,
that's
brake
right.
check.
Yeah.
We clogged 95 because we're going the same speed as the car to the right of us. Yeah, that was a bad day.
Yeah.
But keep going on with that.
Yeah.
Do your viewers want to hear the story?
Why not?
Yeah.
Zach never gets anything bad against him.
No,
and this
yeah.
really didn't have anything bad against you.
No, not really.
Yeah.
So again, so we're clogging 95 now. We won't let this person pass. And Zach is recording this on video the entire time. And we pass a state cruiser that's parked on the highway, not in a normal way, in a way that he's looking for somebody.
He's waiting.
And I remember we passed him. I said, "Oh God, I think that's for us." And
Sure enough.
before you know it, he was behind us, hit the lights. We pulled over, and he was actually nice. He was
Yeah,
the
okay.
older state trooper.
There was two. Yeah, a couple came.
Yeah. Asked for my driver's license, gave it to him, asked what we were doing. I said, nothing, coming home from Fairfield, I think
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
And he goes, well, I had a bunch of 911 calls that you were driving erratically. So, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
No, sir.
Gave me-
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Zach, we're in the back with the videotape, right?
Yeah.
Like trying to delete
Well,
this
not
thing.
yet. Yeah.
Okay,
not
okay,
yet.
go on.
No, I was
So-
deleting it, right?
Yeah,
She was-
oh, yeah.
No, actually, when he.
Right.
When he
So
went
he
to the-
left. I thought we were done. And 3 younger troopers
Yes.
who got to us going the wrong way in an off ramp.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Yes. You're right. They spat. Yeah.
Yeah. And
It
they
was like-
came up to the window and they were not friendly.
No.
That I knew were in some kind of trouble.
Right.
So they
Four
take
cruisers came.
4
of course.
cruisers for us. Yes. Yeah.
Well, someone was robbing.
So they
Yeah,
go
right.
back to their cruiser, and that's when I say, "Hey, rewind the video and just
Yeah.
hit record with a cap on,
Right.
so it's
Smart.
nothing."
Smart.
Yeah.
They did come up to the vehicle. They took all of us out, patted us
Search
down,
your trunk.
searched my
Yeah.
whole vehicle, And then
Good thing
they
they-
wanted to look at the tape, and I did say you need a warrant to see it. However, we did nothing wrong, so take a look, and that's when you show them, and they got angry because it was wiped out.
Right, and then afterwards, afterwards, it was Gaggy. It was a video of like Gaggy's like birthday or something.
First one, it was a cemetery.
Yeah,
we were
it was
in,
a
that's
cemetery.
right.
And
Kicking
then,
over tombstones.
yeah, and then after was Gaggy, something about Gaggy, and I was like, oh, I think we have I was being a little bit snarky.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I think we might have like an uncle's birthday party after this if you want to keep watching. So,
And that's when they said, I never want to see you guys again. Get out of here.
yeah,
That's stressful.
that was stressful.
We
Got out of
handled
it.
it well.
And now we
Yeah.
can admit to the world that we are guilty. I mean, we did do the things that were wrong.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent.
I did.
What would that be? Indecent exposure?
Indecent exposure.
Is your bum is that classified as decent?
You can
exposure?
see that on TV. I mean, like
Yeah,
not yours,
true.
but like
it wasn't your frontal area. It was
But
your
No.
butt.
no, I did not. Nothing front.
no.
It was all the back. But
Right.
Good
Right.
time though.
Yeah.
you know,
That's
anyway, we were just trying to be nice people.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you were
They
at
deserved
first.
it. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
no.
well.
Yeah, that was a
We
tough.
didn't go to jail. So.
No, it was, we were all okay.
No, but you have had a couple of run-ins that got a little more violent in your days.
I have
Yeah.
What's the?
with the police.
No, not with
Oh.
the police. When you got jumped and when you were
Oh, geez,
Oh yeah.
at
That
your
was,
house.
right,
You-
yeah.
And again, you were trying to be the.
not my
Which one?
house.
I thought
Mm,
you
you
were
were
not at your
Taffel,
house, but
Taffel.
you were
At a house
at
party.
a house, and you
Yeah.
were trying to be the
House.
guardian angel swooping in to help someone out. And
You want to hear about that too? That's
we
a
don't.
bad.
We don't have to
It's a
have
bad memory,
Wow,
but-
okay.
I
I
saw
mean,
like one eye through the other. That
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
Yeah,
bad.
my left orbital broken, cheekbones broken. I have titanium in my eye.
Yeah, but you should see that other girl. She didn't.
no.
I
He
yeah,
was a kid. Yeah, it was like a.
Yeah,
yeah. No, it
12-year-old
was,
never made it to 13. Though.
stupid,
Zack-
you know, a bunch of young people over drinking and being stupid. Not me. I was actually very well behaved
And
until
that's,
that incident happened.
and that thing is the funny story. The police were on their way, but they were just pulling over 4 people for mooning someone on
Yeah.
95. So
That's why I
Well,
took
the
so
only
long.
reason why the police want to talk to me is because a friend of mine who was assaulted also had to go to the ER.
oh yeah,
And his girlfriend called, said, "Hey, listen, you should probably get checked out too." And the Norwich police would like to speak to you about what happened. I said, "Okay, I'm innocent of anything, right?" So I go there, and luckily I did. Doctor wanted to take X-rays. I found I had broken bones in my skull, so
Yeah.
I could have fell out. He said, "Could have fallen out."
oh god.
Yeah.
I remember giving you egg drop soup the next day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciated that. Yeah,
And you're
delivering you food.
yeah, not looking
You could
so
only
good.
drink it through a straw or
Yeah.
whatever. You couldn't have.
my eye was
solid-
swollen for
Oh yeah, it was like
You look
months.
bad.
Really?
you
Yeah,
look like a basset hound.
I did.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Yeah, in the wintertime, my skull gets very cold. That titanium.
Oh,
in there.
really?
Oh, it
Wow.
hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one to bring up.
Yeah, I
so-
don't know. I'll cut
Thanks,
that
Joe.
one out. That's
No,
good.
you don't.
No,
take-
it's
you don't
fine.
take-
No, right.
It's all
I'm
right.
I'm an open book.
So
Yeah.
after the mooning incident and the jobs, King of Prussia, are we down to there yet?
Yeah, I think you
King of
you
Prussia?
decided to get a little job.
Yeah, with Wilmington Finance out of it was Plymouth Meeting,
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you lived in Gulf Mills.
No, I lived in King of Prussia. Was it Gulf Mills?
Gulf Mills.
Apartments?
No, Gulf Mills was the village that you lived
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
didn't even
even
know
know.
that. Yeah.
Zach knows
About
geography.
2 miles from the King of Prussia Mall.
in. Yep.
I was kind of like a fish out of water. I was youngest guy there. I wasn't 21. I couldn't go out with the rest of the guys and have some cocktails.
Kyle, right?
You were a
Dark
loan
hair?
officer?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's great, beautiful.
Loan
believe it or
shark.
not.
Yeah, we got to get you back in there.
I was
Okay.
I was horrible at it because I was too honest.
Right, yeah.
I honestly,
It was by commission.
yeah, it was by commission. And
That's
being
good.
the new person at this job, they gave you crap referrals.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
sure.
you had to do was look at the paperwork, and they don't qualify for anything. So then you have to cold call. So I'm actually going through a local phone book
Oh, boy.
Oh,
at this
wow.
point in time, and just looking. I'm going to start from the A's. I think I only made it to the C's by the time I left, which took forever. Months.
Yeah, that's a big region.
I mean, some of these young men were getting
that's great.
referrals of people with 800 credit score or 750 really, and could get them any kind of loan they wanted. But here I was, 400 loan score, FICO score, excuse me. I couldn't do anything.
All
So
right,
I decided to come up back to Connecticut,
Yep.
back home.
But while you were there, you enjoyed some little Hooters wings.
Yeah, Hooters was probably not even a mile from my apartment.
Yep, that went through us like
Oh, that was horrible.
yeah, that was.
Massive diarrhea.
Yep.
That was-
Then when we were waiting for you at your job interview, it was when Jim go to CVS to
Yep.
Yelp in the Plymouth meeting wall.
Were you with us when my coworker was in the apartment? Was that just Uncle Mark?
Just Uncle Mark and Tim and Jim.
Eric. Was his name Eric?
Coworker?
The guy that I knew that lived down there?
The alcoholic. No. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were.
Oh,
when
Eric
he threw-
Farno. Oh, the.
Oh, no.
This is the office prankster, I think.
Yeah. No, this guy was a severe alcoholic.
Eric was, or a different guy you're talking
This
about?
guy, Eric. I found out the hard way, too.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. He was, he was a nice person. Knew that I was lonely. I didn't know anyone. So he invited me to go to downtown Philly on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sure, I have nothing. So we go to Chinatown. Cool. Great. We sit down, have a nice meal.
Did you see Robert?
No, Robert was there with a knife in him. and my coworker ordered a thing of sake. Actually, two bowls of sake.
Ugh.
And he made
I call
me
it steak.
sake. Yeah. And he made me drink one. I said, hey, listen, I'm 20. I'm not 21 yet. I don't need to go to jail down here. No, they won't even know.
Right.
So I take a sip of the sake. Horrible.
Yeah.
I don't like vodka alone anyway, but hot vodka, no thanks. He drank both of them.
Yeah.
Right. We then go to his parents' house about 9:00 now on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Why are we going to your parents' house? His parents don't open the door. He lets himself in with a key. We're there for 5 minutes. He goes, hey, we got to go now. So I jump in his car and I go, what happened? Oh, I took their liquor. They have to hide the liquor from him because he'll drink it all. And he found it. And
How old is he?
he was mid-30s at that time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Pretty severe.
Yeah, wow.
I thought maybe this was just a once in a lifetime kind of thing that I saw. Not a big deal. Uncle Mark comes down for the weekend and us three go to Hooters. And my coworker is buying pitcher after pitcher of beer. Mark's 21 now.
Oh, yeah.
So he can do this. I can't. And
Right.
At Hooters, they're more tough than a Chinatown restaurant.
Right.
So Mark starts getting intoxicated. Coworker's very intoxicated. We go back to my little tiny studio apartment, probably even smaller than this room.
Yeah.
Mark had brought some Jack Daniels, Coca-Cola. So my coworker went up to mix a drink, and Mark asked for one too. So the guy mixed a drink, and instead of handing it to Mark or walking over to Mark, he threw it at Mark. So Mark almost beat him up.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe he did.
I had Jack Daniels all over my walls.
Jack Daniels, if you please.
It was horrible.
If you please.
So I kind of ignored him. We worked on the same floor of the office building, and he was upset I was ignoring him. So he'd send me pictures through email of hand grenades saying, you're next, and I'm going to come get you.
Seriously?
Yeah, he was very upset that I didn't want anything to do with him anymore. So
the bromance,
I moved back to Connecticut, and he would call me and leave me horrible messages.
Wow.
Yeah, how ungrateful I am, how a bad friend I am.
Wow. You ever talk to him now?
No.
You should.
I don't even
Let's
remember his
call him
last
right
name.
now.
Yeah.
No. If I did have his number, we would call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Yeah, so that era of my life ended and came back home. And
yeah. Then, you came back up, and you pretty much met Gosha soon after.
Yeah. I met Gosha maybe a year after I came back up.
Yep.
And married 2 years after that. And this June will be 17 years of
Wow.
wedded bliss.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No. Wow. We're definitely, I want to go into it. One of the best bachelor parties, memorable I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
You
That was
got a second win that was just inspiring.
I thank you for giving me the shirt off your back.
I did.
Literally,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
You did.
There was some blood that
There was
he
blood
needed to
on
get.
that shirt, but better than puke. So
That was true. Yep.
Who needs to go to Las Vegas for a bachelor party when you got the Manicure Club
beautiful.
in Taffville? So,
That was a mess.
Yeah,
Norwich, what a town.
Yeah,
That's,
Norwich, what a town. That was a great night.
And then at my bachelor party, we were playing croquet on the Norwich
We
Town
were.
Green.
Was I not invited to your
You were
bachelor?
there.
You were there.
Yeah.
Remember Linda was playing against us?
Yeah, we went to Pagoda or whatever was it Pagoda or was it the Lucky House?
On the town green?
Yeah, we did that. You maybe came just for the other part. We
All
went
right,
to
Maybe.
Lucky House.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Yeah, Tim was there.
I believe
can't
you.
remember. You were intoxicated.
You
We went to. We tried to go to what was that place? Lincoln Inn,
Oh,
Hot Rods or
juice
something.
bar.
No,
Uh-oh.
the one it became Strange Brew,
Okay, that's
but
right.
it did a cover charge. Really, no, it was like I don't want to pay for that.
That
Then
was
we ended
towards
up.
the evening, right?
Yeah, then we ended up somewhere. I don't know. Maybe
We talked about
Willie
the night
Wilson's.
before in Boston.
So that
The
was
bachelor party night number 1.
right.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That was a good time.
Tell us about it, fast.
I don't remember much of it.
Oh, well,
Actually.
then never.
yeah, we were pretty well. I took a pedicab. I remember that.
Pedicab. We were running through Boston.
Yeah,
you and I.
to the UPS.
Yeah, UPS facility.
facility.
Did we jump a fence to get in there? I don't remember. Remember, we asked the UPS driver how to get out of the facility.
Right, because we were at our my old roommate's place in South Boston that was hosting us, and Jackie dropped us off, and Jackie picked us back up too. And yeah, it was like, oh, there's Boston right there. We don't need to take a train. We don't need to take anything. And we're gonna run there. And that was about.
I had what was it? A vodka and Red Bull.
Oh yeah, you
with that 5-hour
5-hour energy
in it also.
Oh boy,
that's why I was running.
Yeah, I just had the runs.
I had a nice T-shirt on too.
Yes, you did have a nice T-shirt.
Oh, I forget what it said.
I love lesbians.
I heart lesbians.
And it was a little small.
Very small. It was a tube top, basically.
Yeah.
And
then we went to a bar at the end of the night that was a popular place for ironically lesbians.
Yes. So, and we didn't know that either. Before it was like a regular restaurant.
Yeah, Charlie. I knew it was like kind of more of a hipstery place, but yeah.
And I remember walking in there, and a lot of the women had dirty looks towards me.
Well, yes.
And some wanted pictures with me.
Right.
And then we found out it was actually a lesbian restaurant bar.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it was a hangout.
Yep.
I was talking about Uncle Mark again. One of the last times I went out with Uncle Mark in public, I was in the middle of a fist fight between.
You got in a fist fight?
No. I was physically between him and state representative.
He was squished in between these two.
You weren't there that night, I don't think.
No, but he gets in a lot of.
Him and
BL
politician. They threw fists.
That's right.
I don't know who had put money on that.
I was in the middle.
Wow,
they were
really?
But they were in the back of Adam's whatever he had.
And a Nissan Pathfinder.
So I'm surprised that bottom of that thing could pull out.
And there they are swinging, and here I am, like literally in the middle. Of
Did you got him to stop?
I was just
peacemaker.
I think Kevin Bernetti yelled. Why? And he was in the front seat with me. Why was Kevin in the front seat?
No, Gosha was. Kevin was in the back.
Gosha?
Yeah, Kevin was in the way back.
That's right. He was in the third row. Yep. And Kevin was yelling, stop it. What are you guys doing? Of course, Zach was got nailed from both ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to hear at least one travel story, and I think a good one.
True. Yeah.
At least one. Well, there's a local pilgrimage you make to Rhode Island every year.
True. Yeah.
Oh, we want to talk about
the Nordic Lodge. Yeah. Can you tell us what it is and some of your glory stories?
Sure. It's a seafood and steak buffet located in Charleston, Rhode Island. 2-hour time limit. I do go there once a summer with friends. Normally friends from way out of state that want to experience it. This summer it's $135 a person, includes tax and tip, and sodas and waters and coffees.
And
the first time I went, I had a piece of steak, some clams, and roughly 10 lobsters. And I was disappointed in myself.
One time he brought 10 lobsters over the house here, just randomly. He stopped by with 10 lobsters.
Yes,
and we ate them all. It was between
delicious.
The family, at least.
I was disappointed in myself.
For only eating 10 lobsters in 2 hours.
Yeah.
In addition to steak and some other foods.
I believe it was, the following season, I believe I did 13.
Wow.
Still disappointed in myself. So the season after that, I had a goal of doing, I think 15 was my goal.
Okay.
I reached 15 and said, I can still go for more.
This is the American story.
It was 19 lobsters I had.
Was I with you then? Was that
it was Kevin Bernetti was with me, maybe my father. So I got to 19, barely got to 19. I ate half of it. I motioned
19 lobsters in 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen.
That was an hour and 40 minutes too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the one you have the milkshakes in between?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I motioned
him down with milkshake.
I motioned to Kevin Bernetti to grab me a milkshake because my throat hurts. and I wasn't doing butter, but sometimes you get a little tiny piece of shell.
Yeah.
You can barely see. It will cut your throat. So my throat was irritated. Kevin went and got me one milkshake, and I need another one. I could gulp these down in 2 sips. He actually, when I was gulping down the second milkshake, Kevin left and went out to the parking lot because he was going to get sick watching me do this.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So the ironic part of the 19 lobsters is I actually had more than 19. Because sometimes in these bins, a lobster's claw will fall off.
Okay, yeah.
So the employees thought it was funny to give me a lobster and then an extra claw.
Okay, yeah.
So I probably had 19 full lobsters and about 10 extra claws.
Seriously?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wasn't happy about it. They put it on my plate. You have to eat it at that point. So I did.
God bless you.
So you have to. So you don't pick out the lobster; they pick it for you.
Well, they take it out and put it on your plate. No, they don't want you touching the lobster, and it's one at a time.
One at a time. Okay.
So you can't put 5 lobsters on a plate at once. You
Just
have to keep
going back and forth.
Yeah,
That's
Kevin did help me
time-consuming.
with that. I would go up and he would go up for me too.
Okay.
So I did have 2 lobsters in one sitting.
I see. Okay. How much did Kevin eat at that time?
Believe it or not, he had a salad. He had garlic bread, chicken wings, and a couple pieces of steak. He's not a big eater there. He's
Okay.
more of the experience
Okay.
kind of person.
Right.
He'll pay all that money just for the experience.
Okay.
Just to watch you.
Now you've been, right?
Adam took me as my wedding present.
Okay.
And it was
Is that
one
the
of the
one?
best things I've ever witnessed.
That Eric or you did the play-by-play?
That was the time that that was the
Okay.
time that Jim was there. Yeah.
I do remember that.
That was the time I did the 13 lobsters.
Because it was a lot, but you didn't
God.
push it to the 19 level.
No. After a while, I mean, you feel ill.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Ill.
can imagine. That's
Yeah.
And then what was the time that was that the time that Craig DeMars was with you and you guys went to Foxwoods?
Yeah, that was the 10 lobster time.
That was 10.
Yeah, that was
and everybody
7/7 of
You
2007.
were just a kid.
Everybody
you
got
know?
sick.
Yeah, it was because we ate too much.
Well,
Yeah,
as you do.
The food was perfect. It was because we ate too much of it. Yeah, we actually brought a lot of napkins with us for the way home, just in case we had to pull over.
The reason they keep it at 2 hours is because at 3 hours,
Yeah, you're
you're
probably
starting
gonna
to
die.
pass. And
Yeah.
They don't want you to crack the
When I
bottom of the
did
toilet
the
bowl.
19 lobsters, they did offer me more time.
Really?
Even though I was on an hour 40 minutes, they said I could stay as long as I wanted to.
Really?
You should have done it.
I couldn't.
What's
They
the
would've
most
had
ever? Do you know?
Ambulance
they've
on standby.
Rumor has it was Andre the Giant who ate over 30 lobsters.
done? There?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He went
to think
there?
that you
They
were-
don't like to talk about it because they always say there's no competition here. There's no.
Yeah.
Well,
you
you
know.
can't have a lobster all you
All
can
you can
eat
eat without a
lobster and say it's not a comp. Of course, it's a
Right. Yeah,
competition.
they just don't want to lose money on that.
Right. Would you want to try that record sometime?
No. Honestly, no.
Are you past this point where you need to?
Yeah, I will never beat 19. When I go now, I'll have 4 or 5 lobsters,
Yeah.
a piece of prime rib, filet mignon,
Yeah.
crabs, clams,
Yeah.
scallops.
What happened with the 777? The Foxwoods.
Yes.
What is
Well,
777?
It's,
The
you
10
know,
lobster day.
Yeah, it's in the 777's lucky. We didn't realize that was a big deal. 777. Didn't even know it was 777. Up to Foxwoods, and there was no way in, and we actually got trapped the road into Foxwoods. So Mark had to get out of his truck and move all these cones that were there for traffic flow, so we get the truck out. They're the
But
heavy.
didn't someone have to go run inside to use the bathroom?
Yeah, we actually went to Mohegan after that, which was less busy, and I don't know who it was. It was probably Craig DeMars.
I think there was a few bathroom trips. I remember.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we had the runs. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was difficult eating so much of that rich food.
After that, you think you want to call it a day and just go to bed?
But no, we partied all night long.
Yeah,
They got the meat energy in them at that point.
that's true. Yeah,
Yep.
pure protein.
We were young too, so we could
Yeah.
stay up later and
no carbs. You probably eat all that for keto.
I've never ever had a lobster.
Really?
Nope.
So what did you have when you went to Nordic Lodge?
Not probably the steak
Yeah, you had a lot of steak.
and
Yeah,
some
you
of the
got,
dessert.
yeah, you got the money's worth. Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh, I
not
think
Kevin
they-
Bernetti, but
Well, how much is a lobster? $20 if you go out.
probably a little more than that.
Probably more
Lobster
than that.
meal. Yeah,
So even 135. So you're looking at you need to eat 7 lobsters. If it's just at 20. Let's say it was 25. You'd say 5 to 6. Get
5 to 6,
get
yeah.
your
so
money's
I'll
worth.
do that with the meats and all the desserts. And I look like a dessert person, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
But there they have amazing pies, cakes, ice cream, anything in your ice cream sundaes, milkshake.
Right.
Great place.
Interesting.
Sushi too, and oysters.
Oh.
And it's all
Delicious.
local caught seafood.
Are they ever open for non-buffet style?
Yes, but you cannot sit in the buffet area. It's by the bar. You can order a steak or whatever you want. One lobster.
Oh, really? I wonder how the prices are for that.
Not sure. I wouldn't do it
Yeah.
because you go with friends. You want to be with them. And,
Yeah. It's just
this
for
way you're
the-
separated. So
Right.
they have a beautiful outdoor area on the
Yeah.
lake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have an outdoor bar there. They have farm animals and live music sometimes. Great place.
Should we?
Wrap her
There's so
up
much
and-
we could go on and on.
I know.
and on.
I know.
But at least we're doing the Barbarossa episode, and then we're gonna do some other time the mishaps.
Mishaps?
Mishaps. Some
Yeah, we
other
can do
time.
mishaps.
Yeah. So
All right, we'll wrap
this
this
one up. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Adam.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you in the next episode
Yeah,
for
got
part
it.
2. I'm Jim.
I'm Zach
I'm Fast Adam and Barbarossa
and the Reverend.
and the Good Reverend.
This is the Backyard Road Trips podcast. You can follow us online at www.backyardroadtrips.com, our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.